some other things as well, like a little bag, a hat. I mean, they've added. Also, they put in shoes for some reason. I'm like, oh,
Are we gonna put the blame pen?
yeah, we could do that. Hashtag blame pen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that as a hat for him.
All right, I gotta go saute my.
His nutsacks. Yeah, of course.
We are live, everyone. How is everyone doing today?
I do great. I'm slowly generating and putting together some merch that will show up on the Streamlabs for GNF TV in the next few moments. If it isn't already up already now,
Nice.
it is hilarious. As we had the conversation for our last show on Friday, there was a couple of things that was stated that I should put up. One, where's website pen for a T-shirt, a hat, mug, whatever, and a hashtag blame pen should be a thing as well. So I'm going to make that a thing.
Wow.
Okay.
She already has a hashtag, as it goes. So.
All right. So I need to edit something because this is episode 61, not 60.
Look, I'll be more giddy when we get to episode 69.
Yeah, I'll be giddy with them.
So
all the jokes will come out then.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting week. And it's been a busy one. It's been busy 2-3 weeks with me.
What have you been up to besides, pretending to work?
Pretending to walk, doing shit around the house. I just got done moving the dryer from the garage to the actual utility room now.
Okay.
After I got done rewiring the outlets, and yeah, doing a bunch of other shit, getting a bunch of engine parts. I think I bought about $800 worth of engine parts now.
Oh.
I can almost get ready to start putting that Ranger engine back together.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, all that good shit. Tore my winch apart, figured out why it stopped working. Hint, it was water intrusion. So I've been trying to get that fixed. There's a lot of shit I've been doing. Plus, having someone attempt to blackmail me.
Oh, really?
With what?
That's why I'm trying to wonder.
Whenever you blackmail, generally you tell someone what you're using. Did not tell you what they're using?
No. All right. So here's the thing. And I've got to post it up on my Twitter also. I know you've seen it, Dragon.
I saw it. Yeah, no, I did. But is that all they did? Was just that?
Yeah. That's how they did. I laughed out loud. I said, "Okay, I'll be waiting for your best shot."
Okay.
But what ended up happening was I went out to again a bar, and I get mistaken for someone else.
Okay.
Different person this time.
Wait. So now you have a new alias that we don't know about? This is
I don't even know who they think I am, but it's the same thing. But anyways, I went out to the bar with a couple friends, and one of their friends was out there with us, and she is a progressive, far left liberal.
Okay.
And I do not know how, but somehow the conversation got to a topic of veganism.
Okay.
And your choice. Pro-choice.
Pro-choice and veganism. That sounds like a great conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, and I sit there, I'm sitting there listening to this. I just looked over and it's like, why are you so fucking stupid? And I already had a couple in me. I was fucking lit. And she looked at me and was like, well, what do you mean? It's the correct methods and reasons of living. It's like, okay, so let me get this straight. You're pro-vegan, meaning you do not support, eating meat. Yeah, or collecting milk from cows, or stealing the eggs from chickens, or anything like that. They have rights also. Okay. So let me get this. You're pro that, but you're also pro-choice. Yes, it's her body, her choice. Okay, so you want to bitch and complain when, we take chicken eggs to eat, even though they're unfertilized eggs. And whenever we milk cows, the calves have not been born yet. So it's a byproduct. You're pro-veganism and against that, yet you support disassembling a fucking fetus within a woman's womb. And what's the limit up to birth? Okay,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
I agree.
And that's how the conversation got started. And then afterwards, I don't know what happened. I had a couple shots. She came and she was ranting and raving. I finally looked around and it's like, look, miss, I don't fucking care. It's like, my pronouns are it and them. It's like, I don't care, Thane.
Wow.
And I guess that pissed her off, and she got my contact from a friend from Snapchat, and it was like, see, I'm ready to blackmail you, and you will regret this. I'm like, with what?
Yeah, I'm still okay. She wants to blackmail. Go for it.
Yeah, you go ahead, blackmail. That's gonna do a whole.
So I put out.
the website.
So I put out a statement on Facebook and Twitter just in case shit comes out that's photoshopped or anything like that. It's like I had a fucking attempt, somebody wanting to blackmail me, even though they don't even know who the fuck I am and they think I'm someone else.
Yeah, because apparently somebody else out there thinks that you were Aaron.
Holy
Well,
shit, is Aaron back again?
That's a better blackmail right there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't even know who they think I am. But they showcased my supposed Snapchat and Facebook.
okay.
And it's not my Facebook. Yeah, it's my
Well, that's
Snapchat, but my Snapchat username is completely different from my Facebook. I do not have my phone number or any information tied to Snapchat. So it's like, okay. I was like, well, this username on your Snapchat relates to this Facebook profile. It's like, you know what? You go right for it.
That poor person, whoever has to
I sent them a warning. It's like, who is this bitch? It's like, I have no idea, but I just want to apologize right now. This is like the second time somebody's misidentified me for someone else, so yeah, I'm sorry.
You have some unique individuals that just really, really like you there, Sparkles.
It's whatever. It's like, I don't care. But, yeah. Rogue, I gotta tell you right now. So,
Yeah.
Jim Max can vouch for me. Whenever I read your message about Redo of Healer, I kind of had a feeling it had to do with episode 11. And then whenever we all watched episode 11, everyone was done.
Oh?
I mean, unanimously. Everyone was done.
Still wanted
And no. Tyro was still there trying to defend it, but Lo-Fi was done, Jim Max was done, I was done.
Again, at the end of the day, it's a show about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well, I'm
has no
saying-
logical sense. It follows no logical pattern. The hero of the story is OP as fuck whenever the artist, whoever the writer decides at that moment. It's like, okay, just it's farcical. Just call it a joke, sexual satire, and just move on. Because
Well-
anybody complaining about this doesn't understand.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So, Blade, one of the females, so you gotta understand how Blade is portrayed as one of those, I guess you could say, far left extremist feminists. That's kind of how she's
That's a rapist?
categorized as.
Yeah, she is.
And she quote unquote rapes other females, and it's like, okay, one, how do you rape another female if you're a female? You can molest another female, but you cannot rape another female.
So you can rape them.
No,
Well,
you can't.
There's this thing called a dildo. It works very well.
Yeah,
well,
no,
no. So this was not portrayed. All right, so this is not a thing that me and not Tyler, but me and Rogue agree on. If you're gonna tell a story based off of like a manga or a rom novel, and you decide to change things within those aspects to the anime, and you do not bring those aspects from there to the anime, it doesn't count because now it's different. So yes, she did in the manga and in the light novel, but that never happened within the anime. It was molesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So, all right.
touching.
All right. So out of that, so Blade, out of all three heroes, has done the least to Kiaru. Has done the absolute least. And you know what? Kiaru and Blade's paths were never going to cross. Here's how they crossed. Because Kiaru forced their paths to cross. And not even that. She wasn't even looking for Kiaru. She wasn't even trying to go out and get him or anything like that. Do you know how their interaction happens? Kiaru disguises himself as a female. An attractive female. For Blade to come after, grab, and take back. It's like, okay,
So
fine.
entrapment.
Yes, exactly. But anyways, it comes down to it. So, Blade is not a nice person. Yes, she deserves to be punished by the letter of the law and the land. Even though she's a hero, she can get away with shit. Yes, she is not a good person. This is not me validating and defending her actions. She is a fucking vile person. However, for the sake of revenge, even though she'd never done anything to Kiaru in this timeline, and even compared to the other three heroes, she's done the least to him. Actually, it makes you feel sorry for her because she likes Princess Flare, and she is jealous of Kiaru in the last timeline because Flare would do all sorts of sexual things with Kiaru whenever he was drugged and all that other good shit, and treated him as her slave. And she was jealous because he got the attention that she wanted because she liked Flare. So she took out her frustrations on Kiaru. Never did anything to molest him. Never did anything sexual towards him. Yeah, I guess you could say she molested him. She's kissed him and stuff like that. But she's not into men like that. She did it because of the fact that
Realistically, if anything, she throttled him in the crotch as often as possible, calling him dirty and shit like that. I mean, really.
Yeah, and that's about it. So how does that equate to getting trapped, getting forced to get raped by three guys willingly, so you don't get ate by them?
Yes.
And halfway through, you do everything in your power to break their will. And because of simple fact, she doesn't have the stamina or anything like that to last, with three guys. She's lesbian. She tries to portray herself as a male. You can say she's kind of a reverse trap.
Yep.
And halfway through, she loses consciousness and then gets ate. How does that equate to anything equivalent? It doesn't. And that's why I have the issue with this whole thing. It's supposed to be eye for eye and stuff like that for revenge. It goes way over the extremes, way over the top, and it's like, no, I'm done with this.
Oh, yeah. Usually how it works.
It made no sense. She Dundee Storm, and she got like the worst fucking treatment out of all of them.
Yeah, she got eaten. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
She got eaten good.
And
Yeah,
then Tyler's like, well, she had to die because Kyo needed a divine weapon, so he needed to take her. It's like, Princess Fleur doesn't have her fucking divine weapon. It hasn't even been chosen to her yet. It's still in the fucking castle. He knows where to get one.
I mean, hell, just, if you need it that bad, just kill her. I mean, hell, that would have been...
Yeah.
At that point, just kill her. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I mean, that whole elaborate thing, that was... By that point, that whole elaborate thing was like, okay,
It's like, you are worse than all three of the heroes combined. You are worse than anyone in this fucking kingdom right now at this point. You deserve to die. Like, whenever a fucking story makes you feel more sorry for the fucking villain than for the main character that they're wanting you to go with, you have failed as a story writer. I felt fucking sorry for her. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to feel vindicated that she gets this treatment. I felt fucking sorry for her.
Now, I understand the people who read the animes and read the stories and all that. They think, oh, this is vindication. I'm like, it's still even if I had read the story, I would still, because of the anime, the way it leads up, I'd still
Look,
No, it should be vindication, but it's not.
the problem is...
And it's not even justified.
If you look at the way how the structure of the light novel, as well as the manga has been produced, there is a better, clear reasoning of why the vindication is needed. It's a lot more defined and structured. Even though it's still a little farce, and you still have to kind of expand on this whole vengeance thing a bit more, but at least it's structured to a point.
Right now.
Here in the animated series of it, the anime just makes no fucking sense. It's just over the top, farcical of what a revenge porn is supposed to be, and it's like I cannot help but laugh at some of the actual areas that we're faced to watch. Being fucked to death or being eaten to death. That is basically your options here. Great. You should have just went with option B and called it a day. I don't know.
Yeah. It's yeah. Anyways, enough of that because that pissed me the fuck off, and I think Tyro's not really happy with any of us. Well. He'll get over it.
Tyro's trying to make himself like it, I feel like, at this point, because he doesn't want it to fail. But the problem is the manga and the writing are great.
It failed.
But the anime failed. The anime failed.
I would say it is trying to be the edgy non-hentai. It's trying to push that envelope.
No.
The Japanese market takes it off.
I found a hentai. I actually went look. I found a hentai that has a better fucking story than what this does, and it's a rom-com.
Hell, fuck. I think Draconith has a porn game that probably has a better storyline than he played.
Bible Black is a better storyline than this at this point.
Anyways, so afterwards, me and KG got together, and we got talking, and yeah, we decided to do Pacific Rim: The Black, which is a new anime based off Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim Uprising. It's a 7-episode anime, season 1, and it's all out on Netflix right now. And we went into this thing with kind of high hopes. We wasn't getting our hopes up too high, But it looked interesting enough, and it was enough to draw us in. After about the third episode, the second, third episode, it was highly disappointing because of all the gaps, all the... They provided more mystery and more question than what they had answers to, and it was always something different and something random every time that was connected but not connected and kind of deviated from the path.
Uh-huh.
So, we got to watching this thing, and KG is sitting here going, there's nothing this show's got to do to redeem itself. There's nothing this show's, it pisses me off. There's too many fucking loopholes. There's too many story gaps, stuff like that. So, we ended up doing all 7 episodes last night. Episode 6 comes around, and while talking, I have never seen, and I've just got to show a clip because I recorded a clip last night talking about this after the fact. But for context reasons, within the show, there's a mysterious boy that they find in a tank. You don't know nothing about him. He can't talk. He's a mystery. He's really weird. And it's really hard to explain because they don't explain anything. But he's one of the more interesting characters, besides from the AI. The AI is like very... It's like Cortana, but more sassy and more sarcastic from Halo. But anyways, I'm just going to play the clip. I've got it shared. If you guys want to jump in the Discord. And I'm just going to play this clip and let it play. Because what happens next is epic.
Okay.
Alright. You gotta jump in, Pin?
No, she's playing with rearranging her room and eating.
Yes, I'll miss out CC cleaner. I don't want it. Okay. So, I'm just gonna let the clip play itself and have fun with it. Right now. Because this is just fucking hilarious. And I'm sorry I got to pick on you, KG. I really got to fucking pick on you on this. I have never seen, and this is after the fact. I have never seen a show give a fuck you like this show has just given KG. So I want to recap from episode 6, the beginning of episode 6. We had no idea what was gonna happen from 6 to 7 when we were doing Pacific Rim Black. But oh, it's fucking amazing because of the simple fact of how it just comes down and just bitch slaps people. So I've got KG with me.
Hi, everybody.
And we're just rewatching this. And this is something that you're gonna see later on, but this is just so fucking golden because none of us expected this shit. So, I think the best thing to do is just to play it. Continuating series. I don't know if there's more after this. The way I know Netflix did this, they drop all at once. So maybe there's more to this. Maybe there's a second season. I don't know. And there is, cool, but you're doing a poor job trying to keep people around because you're putting more mystery out there than you are solving it. Because, okay, we found this boy. The boy seems like he's part kaiju. He can survive a fucking gunshot to the head, it looks like. He can survive being bit, stunned, you know. And he likes to put things in his mouth. Okay, so there's nothing we know about this kid except for, okay, we think he's part kaiju.
Well, so does the little lolly dragon from the Dragon Maid.
Yeah, yeah, it's exactly like that.
Oh my god! Maybe is this a crossover?
Oh god, I hope not.
Well,
but anyways,
if the little boy turns into a dragon all of a sudden, I will take back every single snippet of hate and discontent I gave this show and give it 2 thumbs up. If he turns into a dragon, I will take that back.
Oh boy. But anyways, we got. Anyways, That's the beginning of episode 6. Now, mind you, he has not watched it. I have not watched it. But the show, I guarantee, is wanting to fuck with us because, or at least fuck with him because of the fact that we came to this show with really high premises and expectations, and the show's kind of shit all over them because of different things. It was not what we were expecting. So KG here, KG,
Yeah.
pulls this wild ass cockamamie fucking thing out of his ass.
As is my want.
Not knowing what would happen in episode 7. So, the boy is attached to Haley in the show. She gets hurt. And then we're gifted with this one episode later. Okay, that's a switch.
Yeah.
You might want to give us a bit of description for
A
those.
da
Alright.
Hey,
Hey, he turned into a dragon!
Okay.
There we go.
He turned into a kaiju.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
I guess I
I'm
gotta
gonna admit
take back,
I haven't even watched Pacific Rim at all.
everything I said, huh?
Yeah, no, but that's pretty
Yeah.
straightforward. He became the guy.
Wow!
I
You were
Literally
just
was at a
being
loss for
facetious,
words.
too. I did not
I
expect
was
that.
fucking shit.
It called you. It's like, light me, bitch. Woo! I'm cowboy.
KG, you will love us.
And yeah, this is how a show makes somebody the bitch unintentionally. I had no idea this was gonna happen. KG had no idea this was gonna happen.
Yep.
This is the reason why I want to do more blind reactions for both of us of shows that we have not seen before. Not the ones that I've seen and I make the other ones watch on, or like, well, you know, redo feeler. Yeah, it's one of those bullshit shows that I've not seen. I'm kind of pissed off with it and getting tired of it. But Tyro's the commentator. He's the one watching it. He's the one guiding us through. And I like all three aspects. But this, I had a conversation with Lo-Fi today. Or yesterday. Whenever we were recording episode 11 of Redo of Halo. This is what happens. This is the gold you can get if you can go through a show unexpected and not knowing what's going to happen. Because you get nuggets of gold like this. And I know it sounds like I'm shitting all over KG. I'm not. It's actually it's
We've been laughing about this for, I swear to God, it's got to have been like a half hour now. It's one of those things that you just
you don't see it coming.
You can't script this shit and get this kind of reaction. I'm still sitting here and rewatching this, and it's like, I have got to learn to keep my mouth shut. I really do. But I just can't stop myself.
Randomness is a blessing. really
Until
is.
it bites you in the ass.
Until it makes you eat your own words. Especially going through every episode, there's not a single thing that can make me redeem this show. There's not a thing that it can do because it's just pissing me off. And then he says the one thing and swears on it. And then the show does this.
Yeah, then the show's like, oh. Well, at least we'll have
Last
some...
episode, too! The last episode!
Well, we'll get one person to like this show. Alright, here we go. Ta-da! Magic Dragon Boy. God damn it.
Well, something like that is actually a pretty good build.
Oh, no, but I want to do this because it's something to laugh at. And it's like, KG, this is a funny story now. You can tell to all the, even minks. You can show this to minks and they can put it up on their channel and go, see? Just, it's funny.
I am. Yeah, this is.
No,
this
no,
is the
no,
kind of
Zero.
thing
But
that
it does
never
feel like they are
comes
dating.
out.
Sparky and
This is the
KG
reason why
are
people don't take bets with me at walk
I
anymore.
mean,
So
secretly,
I bet
they
you
might be
$50
having a
that's
romance
the
that we
problem.
don't know
Nope,
about.
nope,
That is
it's
possible.
okay. It's all good. That's fine. We believe you.
It's a long distance version. Though.
I'm
I
right
mean,
most of the time.
I was just talking shit. Oh God.
You know what? No, time out. You want to know what the fucking funny thing is? This entire time, we were admiring the AI because the AI taught so much fucking smack and shit to everyone else in the show. The boy had not said a fucking word. And he delivered the most epic fucking comeback of all time. And it wasn't to anyone in the fucking show.
No, it was to the fat middle-aged guy watching this thing going, wait, what? God damn it. Oh
With that,
my God.
with that, that's I found it fucking hilarious.
But like I was saying, that is a pretty standard for writing. They're doing a base world building, so in some cases it might take a long time before they figure out exactly where they're going to put the gotcha moment.
Well, I know this much. I know KG has got to think before he says anything else when we do recordings from now on.
Sometimes
And he's gonna get a little aggravated at me. He's like, dude, why? He's like, dude, you remember all the fucking times you and Penn got me doing Katoro-san? This is payback. Well, Penn did it too. It's like Penn gets her fucking comebacks every fucking Sunday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, pretty much. She gets abused. He barely shows up. I mean, he's got an invite.
Well, see, I don't get abused
You
No,
just get
yeah.
used.
every single show, not just on Sparky's, everywhere. Because hashtag blame Pen Pen.
Yeah, hashtag blame Pen Pen.
But,
That's a shirt, by the way.
But it's. I mean, besides from the blowing, plot holes and shit like that Pacific Rim the Black has, it's actually a really interesting show. And I think season 2 actually might be a lot better. But I don't know yet. I don't know when season 2 will be out. I like the premise. I like the additional story. This is set like... I think it's like 20 years after the events of Pacific Rim Uprising.
That would be about right for that one.
Yeah, so it's like set 20 years after Pacific Rim Uprising. They use elements. They name drop Sonic Jaeger's kaiju events that happen in the other movies. But the problem is they kind of deviate and kind of change some things in the story. And especially
I got a little
seeing
kaiju right here.
Well, it's like, alright, so one of the things in the movies that they kind of state is every kaiju is different. No kaiju is the same. Everyone's different. But yet we had four instances of the same kaiju appearing after it had been defeated 4 different times. It's like, okay, that's out of continuity. and a couple other things like that. And some of the choices that they make in the show for how it starts out with, I mean, it's like they took Pacific Rim and then mashed Mad Max with it. It's exactly how it seems like. I mean, it's not a bad premise, but it's like, okay, if you're gonna have a story centered around two main characters, Taylor and Haley, that's the two main characters' name. And it's around the premise of this world. You cannot break the story of the world to accommodate the story of the two characters. That's a big no-no in story writing. And that's one of the things that really kind of irked me and KG during the whole recording. Sounds like you've watched it, Rogue. Give me your take on it. I already
watch a lot of different things.
Well, I already know what your take on the animation's gonna be, because I already know what your viewing on the 3D animation is.
Case, the 3D animation kind of works for.
It works for this.
Because it's a modern take. You aren't actually going from one style to another style. This is what an argument I have when it comes down to having multi visual styles put into a show. You have to have it where it crosses over well. If it's too jarring, then people are taken out of certain things, especially a 2D animation versus a 3D animation, especially of the early 2000s. You kind of go, wait, something doesn't work properly. Do more of the other and less of this. Where now we've gotten to an area of a CGI animation that is superior than it was in 2000 or early 80s.
Yeah.
You can get away with something like that.
Yeah, and the rendering for the 3D these days actually blends in pretty well. I mean, if you're watching this from a distance on TV, you can't wholly tell it's 3D rendered characters until you get up close and actually look, and then, okay, yeah, you can tell that they're 3D rendered. So it's pretty seamless when it comes to that. So the animation in my book is not that bad. However, there is one part, like, there's certain things that I explained that just don't make sense. So there's a Sonic Kaiju in the show that keeps following the main characters around called Copperhead. And he's the one that destroys the village at the first episode, or the second episode. He basically kills everyone in the village except for Taylor and Haley. And then he proceeds to follow the main characters around. The first time was because the alarms and bells and whistles of the base where the Jaeger was stored attracted the kaiju. And it's like, okay, well, it's been how long? They've been there for 5 years and they've never seen this thing before, and all of a sudden it shows up out of nowhere. And then a second time you see them, same thing happens. The bells, whistles, and alarms and this kaiju and the Jaeger start going off again. And get it, they travel like 4 or 5 days travel from what it looks like, from where they're at to the city to where they're at, where the Jaeger lost power.
Yeah, no. Also keep in mind that the plot for the abandoned Jaeger, you are looking at it from Australia's point of view. So, not seeing this thing in anywhere in Australia is kind of logical, because they have like 1 billion different creatures on that little cornerstone of land.
Yeah, I
kill them, and
I
don't even know most of them. Most of them kind of just show up out of nowhere, kind of go, "Yeah, I'm going to kill you."
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. So here's what we're kind of complaining about. So you see the Armada, and it's like a mad. All right. So if you ever seen Fury Road, and you see the scene where they're driving through the desert, and there's cars and trucks and everything like that everywhere. That's the scene that you see with them in this massive ass fucking convoy heading to the Jaeger.
Yeah.
And the thing that attracts this monster for God knows how far away is the warning alarm and the Jaeger going off. It's like
Mhm.
the whole fucking convoy going from one place to another place and attract this thing. It's the fucking bells and whistles. What? Okay, fine.
Again, it's
Story
Australia.
plot, fine.
Yeah. Australian story plot. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, most of their equipment doesn't work. I mean, look, Steve Irwin should still be alive, but because his warning equipment from a stingray attack was faulty, well, he dead.
Well, all right. So, and then the second time, well, not the second time, they get the Jaeger from this place to another place. It's not that far away. It doesn't seem like it's about a day's travel away. They knocked the kaiju unconscious. They wasn't able to kill it. They knocked it unconscious. They blow the fuck up out of this facility. I mean, you can see the fireball for miles. They blow the fuck up out of this place. And then mosey on off and hide. And it's like, when the fuck's Copperhead?
He's about say 5 foot high.
And then the last time you see him is in like episode 7. And they get out they leave the Jaeger standing up next to a building to investigate the area. They find the parents' abandoned Jaeger and they're going to investigate it. And then out of nowhere, you see fucking Copperhead lumbering out, running into the town, and then spots the fucking Jaeger. And the one-liner that I liked the most out of the entire show is the AI within the fucking Jaeger. With Copperhead charging towards it, the AI just goes, of course. And then it tackles the Jaeger and, yeah, shit hits the fan.
Yeah, well, also if you look at it, it's more like a sibling battle between the two kaiju's that exist. Oh wait, did I jump ahead on something that you?
Well, you didn't jump ahead. And wasn't even there was no Jaeger, there's no fucking kaiju in the city until the boy transformed.
Yeah.
And that was after the fact, not before the fact.
No, and that's basically the reason why you have those two not really meeting up always, because that's their plot. There is a season 2.
It's not out
whenever
yet.
Be released. Yeah, it's whenever they decide to release it. You've got hybrids now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. And then at the end, they have this weird shot, and they keep mentioning this group called the Sisters. And I guess it looks like something from Majora's Mask and the robes they fucking wear. And
well, it's supposed to bring in the kaiju messiah.
Yeah, and you see them with like 3 of because there's human-sized kaiju, and we nicknamed them kaiju hounds. Because there's no real name for them that the show's given anyways. And these things were chasing the main characters all over the place in episode 3 and episode 4. And you see these things pushed up on the fucking warp tops. You don't see them ever during the daytime except for this one instance. And we're going, where in the fuck are these other kaiju at? Because they're chasing the main characters all over the fucking place. And all of a sudden, this large group of freaking people show up being loud as fuck. You don't see them anywhere. It's like, okay. Maybe they're nocturnal. Then all of a sudden you see them up on the fucking rooftop in broad daylight with the fucking sisters, sitting there acting like fucking good doggos for the sisters, preparing them as like the kaiju messiah has awoken. It's like, what the fuck is this about?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks interesting, but they gotta sew up a lot of the fucking plot holes they put into it.
That is, I think, where you're gonna have season 2, a little bit of story development and plot hole fills. It won't be a lot, but it'll be enough to fill.
There's like 5 or 6 things that we pointed out that kind of arced us. So if they can follow up on those, cool. Especially on the whole power source thing, because we don't know. All right, so one of the things do is, okay, the Jaeger runs out of power. And it topples over because it can't go through its walk cycle no more because it's out of fucking power. Okay, fine. Doesn't tell us, okay, was it a dead battery? Was it a full charge battery? And it's like this one little plot point, and they circumvent and go through an entire fucking episode 2 to find a power cell. Then they find a power cell, put in this thing, and then it feels like that they're going around for days and days and days, going through, walking, using this thing, training with it. And it's like, well, what about the power consumption? It was such a fucking issue before. Why is it not an issue now?
Limited power. You know.
I mean, it's just reality breaking things like that kind of bug us.
No, and again, that's something I tend to ignore to a point when it comes down to the world building aspect. I look at it. If you have say 10 episodes per season, if you want to go that way, it's going to take a while before you get a proper world build. So you either have to really focus on the characters and then develop the world behind them as you go along, or
that's what I was thinking that they're doing.
Yeah. Or
so that's why
focus on the world and then worry about the characters as the world finishes progressing.
Yeah.
So,
but that's what the funny story comes from, because I was willing to give the show a second season run. KG was adamant. He was adamant in saying that no, once this is done and over, it's pissed me off to this point. If season 2 comes out, it's not impressed me enough to, watch a season 2. And then the show does that after he makes that stupid ass fucking promise. Like, I guess we're doing season 2 now. I guess we are then.
Think of the power
you gotta
like
be careful. You gotta be careful when you put shit out that way.
I know.
Think of the power problem as in Evangelion. It mattered only when it mattered.
Yes.
I know, but it's just okay. We look at it at a realistic perspective, and just in how the fucking main characters acted. It's like the villains are fucking dumbasses. They remind me of Dotson's group in The Lost World Jurassic Park. Who in the fuck goes to an island full of fucking dinosaurs, not in cages, not electric fences, out in the fucking open to go steal fucking dinosaur eggs and don't bring a fucking gun?
I mean, there's people like that in real life.
But it's like, why?
Because the plot demands it. That's usually the real answer. It's the plot demands it because again, it needs a hook in some way. So you have to have stupid people. So yeah, for the sake of the story, yeah, that's basically just for that particular scenario. And you're supposed to forget about everything else that's supposed to make sense because it doesn't. You can do that with Star Trek. You can do that with Star Wars when it comes down to their flight, the way how they measure things out, especially in sci-fi. And every sci-fi TV show, movie, whatever, has their own system of how they're supposed to work with mechanics within that universe. And they deal with it, or you really focus on the minuteness of it. And I tend to just let that go because most of the people who write science fiction know fuck all about avionics or a proper measurement of things. They're just doing it because it's a eye-catching moment.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like I'm wanting to watch the new Godzilla vs. Kong, and I'm like, they gotta fuck this up somehow. I know they gotta fuck this up somehow.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Not yet. I haven't got around to seeing it. I do know of the little Easter egg that is in it.
What Easter egg have you heard?
Mechagodzilla.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know. I know about it. I know the premise. I know the overarching plot that they're going for. I just don't know how they're gonna go through and do it, and I just haven't gotten through and watched it yet. I will eventually.
For the movie that was, it was fine. It is a popcorn flick movie. It tries not to insist that it's a mind blowing movie of deep think. Yeah.
I know.
Bad Godzilla is proven to be something completely else. If you followed the trailers, you would have figured out the hook on that one a long time ago.
It's like Godzilla's randomly attacking people. It's not Godzilla. It's Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla's not even
Godzilla. You know, kind of. It wouldn't have surprised me if Godzilla had turned out to be also turned out to be Space Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no Space Godzilla, but okay. Yeah. So here's one of the issues I have with the whole premise of what's being shown. It's like, so Mechagodzilla in the originals was based off of the original Godzilla. They used a skeleton as the building block, and they used cells that they harvested from it to build kind of like a biometric brain. And that's what controlled Mechagodzilla. And it would randomly lose control, especially when it faced Godzilla, and go rogue because of the biometric brain. It was the original Godzilla taking over Godzilla. Well, I have a problem with this is, okay, it's Mechagodzilla, but they used King Ghidorah's brain as the control mechanism for Godzilla.
Yeah. Also, King is resurrected. But yeah, no. Like I said, for the movie that is, it's not bad. It's a popcorn flick. Go in there, turn your brain off, have fun, watch two giant things battle it out. Ignore the humans because the humans are not really important. There's more on the backstory of Kong and the Hollow Earth. That's basically it. So yeah. I would give this movie a C+. Yeah. Simple, straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too impressed with the second one. I liked the first one. Kong Skull Island was interesting. It is what it is.
Yes, it is what it is.
I find it funny because before I moved, that's whenever I watched this Godzilla, the King of Monsters, and my mom wanted to watch it, so I rigged my Xbox up over at her house. We ran over there and we watched it. And during the middle of the fucking movie, when King Ghidorah got released and he started creating all those fucking thunderstorms and stuff like that, we had a massive ass fucking thunderstorm roll through. And it's like, my mom just like, well, that puts ambiance in this whole thing. We're watching a movie and this monster's causing rapid sores. And we got 70 plus mile hour fucking wind gusts outside, thunder and lightning just storming its fucking ass off at the same time when this monster appeared. How ominous is that?
Yeah, that is pretty good for timing. That's really.
Oh no! It made the suspense that much more better watching the show.
And that's what a lot of these type of movies really need, is just that extra push. It isn't the humans. I'm sorry, whoever writes for these things. Fuck the humans. They're not important.
Yeah,
they're just as important as the Gamera kid.
I liked how they did bring back the Oxygen Destroyer and King of Monsters, and they brought back Meltdown Godzilla. But I'm like, okay, look, the Oxygen Destroyer did kill Godzilla in the original.
Yep.
And whenever
questionable.
He killed him, and he dies. The Godzilla you see in the movies after that is a result of fucking time travel and more mutation through radiation.
Yeah, See,
And
what
that's
I
how
want
they explained it in the movies.
basically what I want them to do if they're gonna go down this rabbit hole of fun on trying to redo or reimagine the actual Godzilla story set. They have to bring in Son of Godzilla.
Yep. And whenever I seen Meltdown Godzilla, whenever he's all fucking glowing and shit like that, it's like, okay, well, that's a callback from Godzilla vs. Destroyer. We know what happens to that one. He fucking melts down. He dies. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
But they need to work on the actual continuity of what Godzilla is. Because
Yeah,
it depends.
that'd be
It
nice.
depends on what movie franchise. Well, not movie franchise, but it depends on what era in Japan that you base Godzilla off of.
Mhm.
So there's some eras, like with the original and the Oxygen Destroyer. Yeah, it killed Godzilla. It didn't destroy him completely, but it did kill him, turn him to fucking bone. And he never recovers from it. However, in Godzilla vs. All Monsters, well, Ghidorah,
basically all the big monsters, yes.
see, Ghidorah, Mothra, Baragon, all come out to face Godzilla. Godzilla is like possessed, and they end up destroying Godzilla. You see Godzilla, at the end of the movie, you see his heart or a cell, and it starts regenerating.
But you also have the reintroduction of the son of Godzilla in that one too.
Yeah,
he's there as well. I mean, like I said before, if you're going to go down this kaiju of fun, you unfortunately have to bring in the sun up.
All right, so are you talking? All right, so you talking about Megara, or are you talking about actual Godzilla Jr.?
Both. They both appear.
Well, they're both separate creatures. They're both supposed to be the son of Godzilla, but they're separate creatures.
Yeah, Junior is in Destroy All Monsters, and he's also in his own standalone movie as well.
Yeah, but there's another one back in the original, the Tohei films, and it's supposed to be Godzilla Jr., and it does not even look anything like Godzilla. I can't. I think it's Megara.
I know what you're talking about because I had the VHS of Godzilla Jr.
Yeah, but that is two different creatures. They're not the same thing.
I know. But like I said, that is basically where they have to get to, because they have to unfortunately introduce the that level. They need to get down there.
Oh, she's back.
We lost Pin.
Yeah, I switched to mobile because I have to disconnect everything now.
Yeah, she's breaking her computers right now, and then she's gonna throw them against the wall.
Way to go, Pin. Hashtag Pin's fault.
No, it's blame Pin.
No. Where's our favorite little clipper?
He's not here. He'll probably be waiting because we started too early.
Well, I was gonna start at 6, but I lost track of time trying to get shit done outside while I still had sunlight.
It's fine. It's fine. I did not complain. I just said
I know you didn't complain.
All I said was that Sparky is dead. We just move on. Act like nothing ever happened. You know nothing. If people start knocking on our doors asking, "Hey, have you seen this person?" No, we've never seen him. He's probably dead.
No, he changed his name to Aaron.
Have you looked for under his other alias that he has? What's the other alias? Aaron, apparently. I don't know.
Okay, I just watched Godzilla 1985 and how they explained the Oxygen Destroyer worked, but he regenerated from that.
No, he didn't.
No, that's how Godzilla 1985 describes it. They said, yes, we did kill him, but we knew there was a possibility he could regenerate.
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
then
And he
how do you
regenerates.
get Mecha Godzilla then? Because they use his skeleton as the fucking
No, that
framework.
is
No.
that is
1985, Sparky. I'm talking
Alright.
about
This
the
is
sequel to the original
this
Godzilla.
is the problem. This is the problem with all the fucking Japanese films because there's so
Yes.
many iterations, and so many timelines, and so
continuity.
many universes.
Yeah, basically,
Ugh.
the Japanese Godzilla films are the general observation of incontinuity, where
Yeah.
it goes everywhere.
I'm starting to
But-
think that Japan just doesn't know how to make a coherent story because you got Godzilla and now you got Evangelion.
Look, at the end of
Well,
the day, they actually just
yeah,
make
basically.
movies because they're fun to watch.
Don't think
If-
about it, like Rick says.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Just yeah.
Don't think about it.
Go. They're not cinematic marvels. Don't think about it. Just enjoy it for what it is, because the '85 version of it is basically 35 years after the original Monster Rampage, and a new Godzilla emerges. So it's a brand new Godzilla that we're dealing with. And again, you ended up with the Oxygen Destroyer showing up in '95's version. So yeah, and that's Gojira versus Destroyer. So that's a whole different creature, technically under their belief system. So you've got Gojira and Godzilla.
Yeah. Well, anything's
what you gotta
better.
understand is that it's not coherent and it makes no sense. Just don't think about it.
Yeah,
Well,
I stopped
anything is better than the 3D animated Godzilla films.
Now, if you want to take a movie and take it out of the entire sequence, Godzilla, the last Godzilla movie they just did in Japan with the artsy one, take that one out completely, because that one was.
I think it was one of their. What was it? Not Godzilla.
Shin.
It was
Shin Godzilla or something.
Yeah. That one. It was because they did Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 3, Godzilla Tokyo, SOS. There was the Final Wars.
Final Wars
Godzilla was 2016, right?
Yeah. Final Wars is when they took that abomination that America made back in 2000, pinned it up with Godzilla, and he beat him in like one blast.
I know. Because you also have Godzilla the Planet Eater. Shit. There's that other tack on for the animation one that they had. Planet of the Monsters and something else. Yeah. Like I said, from where they've been going back and forth between both American interpretation versus Japanese double interpretation, I just kind of go, look, there's got to be something out there that's separating the Godzilla market, because again, Gojira has its own movie market, even though it follows the Godzilla timeline ish to a point, and then Godzilla itself is its own entity. So I really think we're following two separate monsters in two different worlds, and the Japanese haven't really figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Because Shin Gojira is 2016, and that's a different. Even though it looks the same like Godzilla, but it's a different version.
Yeah, it's a different continuity. It's not the same. It is interesting. He is OP as fuck in that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But again, Godzilla is pretty much OP overall. I mean, really. But again, as I said, just don't really pay attention to what the humans are doing, because no one really cares. Two giant or monolithic creatures are battling it out, destroying whatever in its way. Somebody wins, somebody loses, and we go away happy, because that was at least 2 hours of our time that we don't have to worry about, because we were fucking bored. These movies are supposed to be time fillers. They're not supposed to be, brainy movies. Look at the '98 version of Godzilla. That was supposed to be, larger than
the first
life.
Godzilla.
Yeah, the first American version that they brought in with Broderick. That is
That's
wow.
a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit. No, and Mothra Broderick, because that's a lot of fish. No, sorry, dude, that was a lot of shit that we had to eat on that one. So
that was actually okay. When they brought those fish in, I was like, that's a boatload from a fishing boat. That's not that many fish, really. He's like, that's not a lot of fish.
But they were making it. Plus, they were hoping for a sequel because at the end of it, you had the babies that popped out later. So really, you were never going to sequel with that one. It was never going to be a thing. No one liked it. Hell, I'm impressed that anybody wanted to do a song for it. But hey,
that wasn't even Godzilla. That was an iguana.
I know it was.
It was literally a French iguana.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who just happened to find New York very tasty?
New York tasty, even though New York tastes like shit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably. Henceforth, why I decided to eat everybody else around it and lay eggs. But no, I mean, it was a movie. And again, if we were going to say that was cinematic marvel, no, don't. There are movies that are made just to sit and watch and just turn the brain off, and others that have a message behind it.
Yeah.
Ultraman is better. Ultraman has its own problems.
Wait, was there an Ultraman movie?
When it comes down to Ultraman, yes, there has been a couple of.
There is a Ultraman series that just released on Netflix, if I remember right.
Yeah. There is a new series that released. It's actually an animation, but there is movies that go with Ultraman. That's something that most don't know. Okay, there's Ultra Q that came out. That's part of the actual franchise itself, and they made a movie out of it eventually. The Ultraman is a standalone movie. It's supposed to be an action thriller, sci-fi-ish. It's barely 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
It's yeah, it's like a 14 episode series. It is in the same cell as what it's the same 3D animation style.
I know. I've seen some of it. I still have to finish it. Though I will have to say the better one out of the collection of Ultraman, though it's maybe about a half hour or so, is the Ultraman Taro that came out in '73. That's worth of watching.
You're going way back, man.
That is worth watching. Unfortunately, guaranteed watch that one because that's 30 minutes of fun.
There's actually one that's somewhere out. It's called it's Dota, actually.
Yeah.
Dota Dragon's Blood. And that one's actually, it looks interesting from what I've seen of it. I might give it a look.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jem, have you heard that they're trying to make Buck Rogers again?
Fuck!
Actually,
no, seriously, that was you just said. Fuck, you're kidding. No,
really, they are. Here's the problem. Big problem. There is a copyright feud at the moment.
Oh, thank God.
The original Buck Rogers is being filmed or has been filmed, and it's following the continuity of the original story of Buck Rogers. Then there is the other version that was later in the 80s that's being redone. And so the two that are trying to put out their versions out first are now competing with each other on who owns the copyright. Realistically, the one that's following the original story of Buck Rogers, they're good. They can do this movie or show because again, it's not following the same story as the '80s version, or even using realistically the same character. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, there is the two series or two movies, maybe series, Buck Rogers that should be coming out soon. So that's going to be interesting.
So we got what? Buck Rogers light, Buck Rogers heavy.
Yeah, pretty much. You have Buck Rogers, the Space Adventures, kind of like this Flash Gordon kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you have the updated later. He's trapped on block of ice, that kind of thing. So it should be interesting. Should be interesting to see how this will turn out, because there was talks of having like multiple different He-Man movies that are supposed to be coming out.
Oh Jesus fucking God. You know what? I can be grateful they haven't changed Buckaroo Banzai yet. I can be grateful for that one.
I would love that one.
No, shut up, Rogue. Fuck you, Rogue. No.
Hey, can we finally get the Buckaroo Banzai versus the League of Villains?
Oh yeah, I mean the sequel.
The World League of Villains.
I want the sequel.
I want the sequel too.
I wouldn't mind a sequel if you had the original cast. God, the original cast would be great at this point. They're all old as fuck.
I know.
Well, two of them are dead. That's a problem.
Who's dead?
Oh God, he played. Isn't that the guy who played like an Up 2? He played in Starship Troopers. I can't remember his fucking name. No, it would work because he got killed off in the movie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no. Again, I mean, it is possible to bring back the dated cast members in it. It's just you have to work the actual find a way to work around. So you may.
I would like if they do Buckaroo Banzai. I would like to see the original cast in it, maybe as like father figures or background. Some sort of characters involved.
Well, that's basically what people wanted for the Ghostbusters, realistically.
All right, time out. No, I've got a question. When did Nemo play in a movie?
Last year, wasn't it?
Our Nemo.
Our Nemo. Because I'm sitting here I'll share the screen with you, but I'm sitting here looking at a fucking movie. It's called The Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and?
Yeah, it does look like him. Yeah.
That's Nemo.
Okay, that's not okay. So Nemo's a clownfish.
Yeah, that's a goldfish.
Yeah,
It looks like a goldfish.
No, it's a classic clownfish.
Well, I mean, he does have other members within his family tree that do work. So, but we're not 100% sure if that is Nemo or one of his long lost kin. You never know.
Could be his son.
Yeah.
That got eaten.
Yeah. But if you could remake Buckaroo Banzai, who would you put as the lead actor?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
God, no. Someone's going to do that now. Fuck, no, don't do that.
Yeah,
What
about Hiddleston?
What about Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds.
No. Robert Downey Jr. will play that one pretty good.
Wow.
Robert Downey
Jr. That's a lot of money for a good old.
I know, but still.
If he did it as his own pet project, he probably would take a pay cut to do it.
Yeah, of course, but I think Hiddleston would be your probably.
Hey, wait! Netflix has Dinosaur King?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Huh.
Netflix has been doing a deep dive on animation and a few other things that they can.
I kind of, if I'm gonna watch Dinosaur King, I want to watch it in the original Japanese.
The funny thing is it brought up, it's re-released Toradora, on Netflix, and it brought in a slew more fans of what it did. And then there's been a lot of talk now of a season 2 now, because a lot of people want a season 2. Not gonna happen from what I've seen, but it's not been denied either. It's just there's a lot of rumors out there saying, "Oh yeah, season 2 is gonna happen." Season 2 is not gonna happen. They might remake it. I doubt a fucking season 2 would happen because they got no.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Jim. I found out some. I know it's an old article, but I can see the asshole doing it. Kevin Smith is reportedly wanted to talk to MGM to bring back Buckaroo Banzai on a smaller
I would let
scale.
him. I would if he was Buckaroo. I would. Yeah.
No, Kevin Smith.
So
Kevin Smith? I thought you said Matt Smith. Oh
no, Kevin Smith.
No,
He's
not
talking. Has been in talks with MGM.
I didn't know about this.
No, I don't want him touching that. No.
Oh, Minecraft the story?
I do not want the currently looking
around.
AIDS looking Kevin Smith, AIDS crackhead Kevin Smith doing that.
Yeah, no. Apparently, that's what it seems like that'll be the goal.
You son of a bitch! You stay away
What about
from
Charlie
Buckaroo
Sheen?
Banzai. I know he's a fan of this shit. I know he loves this shit, but he doesn't do it well enough.
Hey, Jin Max.
To bring out his own He-Man.
What about Charlie Sheen?
What about Charlie Sheen?
What
Charlie
about
Sheen could be the enemy. Charlie Sheen is too goddamn old and AIDS-ridden.
Yeah,
He's Kevin Smith light.
It's bad enough that Emilio has come
No,
back with
I
the
can't
Mighty
still.
Ducks relaunch.
Are you talking about that's Emilio Estevez?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
Emilio is come back with the Mighty Ducks relaunch. And Drago,
Really?
you might want to mute yourself. We can hear you going num 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 num.
I'm done eating.
Yeah. Okay.
So, hey, that sounds nice. I'm kind of excited about that.
For what?
If Emilio's
another Mighty
invested
Ducks?
in that, I could get behind that because it's Emilio. He was in the original. He was good.
Yeah,
Love it.
he was in all the way up to 4, wasn't he?
4 or 5.
Well,
Something.
Okay. So the premise is it's about a kid that's been rejected from the Mighty Ducks, so he decides to make his own version of it. And Emilio's character pops in and becomes the coach for the rejected team.
Maybe.
There you go.
Big maybe.
Now that you know the actual premise.
Yeah, that's a big maybe.
Well, if you think about it, when sports teams become too big, they become hoity-toity, and I can see that. I could see that. It's interesting, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if I want to see that. It's one of those things. Although the thing is, the Mighty Ducks was actually ahead of its time. It had a lot of different.
Well, didn't Mighty Ducks come out at the same time as Little Giants?
That was that whole era.
It basically
Angel in the outfield.
It would have been within that time frame, yes.
Yeah.
It was basically that whole sports team for kids type deal thing. After, it was the sports move. What was the? Was it? What was the basketball movie? After they realized they could make movies about sports teams for kids.
I really don't.
There is Angels in the outfield.
It came out after they all came out after Hoosiers after they realized, we could make money on this. So,
yeah.
Well, what else is new?
Yeah,
if you make money on it, they're going to make a movie about it.
Yeah, but the Hoosiers was
if you make it, they will come.
Yep. Hoosiers was actually a movie worth watching. While the other ones were lighthearted and kids movies, they were still not to that level of acting. That
also,
Gene Hackman
for those that have been playing along, there's only 3 Mighty Duck movies.
I thought there were 4 or 5.
Nope, only 3.
Really?
Yep, there was an animated version, and then there was a live action Game Changers. But there was only 3 major movies that Disney put out: The Mighty Ducks, The Mighty Ducks D2, D3, The Mighty Ducks, 92, 94, 96.
Oh yeah, I remember they had to go with the D in front because somebody bought the rights to the original Mighty Ducks 3 and 2, which was hilarious. So they were trying to get Disney to pay like a buttload of fucking money for them.
Yeah.
It was before they started doing that beforehand.
Then they brought out the Mighty Ducks, the animated series, and the Mighty Ducks, which also had the moniker of Game Changers, which also had Emilio for that one.
Hello.
Out of all the Sheens, Emilio, quite honestly, has turned out the most sane, which I never thought that would be the case. Originally, he looked like he was going to be the wild one.
That's usually how it works.
And then he just went, nah, I'm done. I was like, what? And it wasn't from lack of getting parts. He just was like, I'm done with Hollywood for a while.
Again, it's usually good to walk away because Hollywood becomes a complete nightmare.
I think that, I think that's why he left. He was like,
that's why a lot of those inside the actual golden gates of Hollywood or movie in general tend to say, you know what, I'm done. I'll pick this up a couple of years down the road. I'm done for now. Some never pick it up again ever. Yeah, I don't blame them because of the factor. The entire industry, no matter where if you're behind the camera or in front of it, it's insane. Completely insane. No, the food is good. Parties is good, but the food is great.
Okay, so this is already out, the Game Changer.
Yeah.
All right. Netflix?
I thought it would be Disney, but I can't remember. But I know it's been a release. Yeah, Mighty Ducks is Game Changer.
Oh, it's Disney Plus. Yeah,
I thought it would be Disney because Disney owns the Ducks.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it now.
Here we go. After failing to make the cut to join the now powerhouse Mighty Duck junior hockey team, 12-year-old Evan's mother encourages him to form a new hockey team of the Underdogs with the help of Gordon Bombay, the Ducks' original coach. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make the market, or at least attempt to stab at the market of the Karate Kid. The ongoing event.
Yeah. They're trying to go after the Cobra Kai.
Yeah, the Cobra Kai one. Yeah.
The thing about Cobra Kai, it's cool. The Mighty Ducks was fun. It wasn't necessarily cool, and everybody's kind of looking for cool instead of fun right now.
Mm-hmm. Which I wish they would just kind of really focus on fun, because that's usually where the money is.
Mm.
But they're always gunning for cool, heavy story driven, mind thinker. Not many people are into that shit.
No, if it was a Mighty Ducks fun, yeah, sure, but it looks like they're trying to be cool, and it's like, no.
Also, a lot of the major Disney movies will be going to a Disney Plus, including Cruella.
I just don't even care, but I don't even want to watch that movie. I honestly...
I think going back and trying to do the storyline of all the villains is not a really good idea.
That is true. That's true, because you take away from the mystique that those villains had.
They try to humanize the villains, and I hate humanizing the villains. The fact is, the villains are monsters, whether they are in human form or not. They are complete and utter monsters, and you should just be known like for that. It's like trying to humanize Jeffrey Dahmer. You just don't.
Which was a pretty bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey, can you imagine humanizing the character from the Cannibal series? Can't think of his name right now.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Penn still here?
They did. Actually, they did. It was called the second movie.
Yeah, they tried that, and Penn is again, Penn is dead to us because she's breaking computers at the moment.
Yeah. Well, so
Fine.
Nope. Quiet. Quiet, Finn.
all right.
She's dead to us.
So
Pen, stop it! You're
anyways, be on the lookout in April and May, Penn. That's when they say Dragon Prince might drop season 4.
Oh yeah.
Might. They're unconfirmed, but that's what talk looks like.
Yeah, Kevin Smith doing anything back from the 80s. I know he's a fan, but he always tries to insert some of his style,
Yes.
his style and reality into movies, and you do that with your own. Oh God,
Yeah.
Pen, no, just
Penn, you're roboting on us.
you're
Yeah.
broken.
What? Okay, there you go.
Read up, baby.
Now she
I don't
fixed
know
it.
what she said, but like I told you before, she's dead to us.
Kevin
Breaking the
Smith.
computers.
Kevin Smith would do better to just make his own stuff. That's what he's good at. I will give him that.
Dogma was fine.
He did great. He does good on his own stuff. I didn't say great, but he does good on his own stuff.
Fine. It was possible. I mean, bad enough that we're going to be getting another Mortal Kombat, possibly in theaters, as well as HBO Max for those that are playing along. Bad enough that we're also going to be seeing, what is it? Tom Clancy Without Remorse is supposed to be coming out soon. And that'll be what, on Amazon Prime Video? Ooh, that's going to be exciting. So yeah.
Is that Tom Clancy Without Remorse?
Yeah, Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. Without Remorse would be the focusing on the John Clark, the Navy SEAL that he has.
Oh yeah, I know.
That'll be with Michael B. Jordan as John Clark.
What?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan is John Clark. You'll also have Keanu Reeves and Tom Hardy will be in there as well.
Okay, we'll see. That might be okay. We'll see. The problem is the last what was it? Tom Clancy thing they did was with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They fucked that. I mean, the first season was pretty good. Then the second season, they were like, "Well, this is what They switched capitalism and socialism around. The evil dictator was trying to move towards capitalism, and the good guys were the socialists trying to. And capitalism does all these bad things. And I'm like, wait, no, that's not how it works. So you have this reverse. These two switch around. No, bad.
Actually, I'm actually looking forward to Lionsgate's Spiral, even though it's got Chris Rock in it. But I'm kind of curious on what they're gonna do, because it's just supposed to be another Saw-like horror franchise. Because they need another horror franchise. They're running out.
Honestly, just make a movie about socialism. That's horror enough. Honestly, that's the scariest thing in my book right now.
Well, I mean, comedians going into horror, that seems to be, the
thing right now.
The thing at the moment. So I'm kind of curious on what Chris Rock can actually bring to the horror genre. So
think scary movie.
Don't know at this moment, because it is kind of questionable if they're going to go with comedy horror or if they're going to go with blood and guts horror. And since they're kind of focusing on a Saw-like franchise, I don't know.
Probably not.
I mean, the only thing about horror movies now, it's not even horror. It's just more shocking and grotesqueness than anything. It's not even really horror. It's just like, see if you can make someone puke their guts out. And it's like, yeah.
And a lot of times they're going for that jump scare, too.
Yeah, I know.
They suck at it now. Jump scares suck nowadays.
Well, it's because they pretty much lead you into it. It's like, this is what's going to happen. And the basic jump scare is either a cat shows up, somebody turns around the corner, freaks themselves out, or music did that for you.
Yes. And, then you look at movies like Phasmophobia, where or not movie, but games that scared me more for about half an hour longer than what most movies have in the last 10 years.
Oh yeah, no.
There was
that's
movie,
that's one of the things I noticed when I was doing Pacific Rim to Black. If you go on there and you look at the ratings, one of the ratings is fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but okay. Don't know if I can give it that that level of a rating, but sure, why not? Go with it.
Yeah. Maturity rating TV 14. Violence, fear, language.
Fear. Well,
Dude, I'm not making this shit up. I mean,
yeah. Well, I guess fear if you're under a certain
there you
age
go.
group. I mean,
maturity rating. Maturity rating. TV 14. Violence, fear, language. Parents strongly cautioned may not be suitable for ages 14 and under.
Wait.
What the hell is what? Fear?
That is
fear.
Pacific Rim the Black.
Oh my fucking god!
Fear. Fear is a rating now.
Yes,
it's a rating. It's a rating. Yeah. What? No, it's not. No,
it's right there on the screen.
No, it is not. They are just stupid and retarded.
I agree with you, but like I said, I can see where they're trying to get to. They're invoking an emotion.
Yes, my emotions of their fucking stupidity.
So, realistically, I have to say that it's up to the parents who think that their kids can handle it, and it's up to the kids whether they can work the quote unquote hackable devices that are supposed to impede them from using these things. To watch the show on their own will. Hell, fuck, most of them can actually find this on the open seas. True. So really,
fear.
Let's be real. Fear. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm old. I don't get it, but whatever.
Hang on, I want to look this up.
Yeah, there you go. Just saw the disclaimer. Welcome to Reddit. Soft horror. I get so anxious when people are afraid. The Flash.
It's in Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah. Again, it's because of the factor that they're trying to find a way to invoke an emotional response.
Here we go. Something from Netflix.
14. Hang on. Previous parents strongly cautious, suitable for okay. So up there, maturity rating, yes. Set maturity rating impact on Netflix sets maturity rating by the frequency and impact of mature content in the title, such as the amount of violent sex, adult language, nudity, or the subsequent use that may be present. All right. Where is the fear rating here?
I'm trying to find
it here in the additional to the rating. You will also find details about the content. Okay, so you have example: sex, language, drugs,
yeah,
nudity.
So it'd be content.
Hello, Wendy. You're late, Wesley. You missed out on being able to click pen on unusual things. You may have to go backwards. Also on our Streamlabs we have your hashtag that blame pen as well as Where's the website? T-shirt, mugs, and possibly hats that you can also get as well.
Where's the merch pin?
Okay,
Shit, pretty much
fear.
everything.
Alright, rating system, Ricky. Fear descriptor. Fear is content descriptor.
Oh, for the Peggy 7.
It is a typical of horror games. It signals that there may be pictures or sounds likely to be frightening or scary to young children in the game. It is the third most commonly used PEGI content descriptor, while the same icon as the fear descriptor is used in PEGI 12. It is called horror. These games may contain pictures or sounds that are likely to be horrifying.
So basically
what's the
they went for
difference?
The pussy description of horror. Got
Yeah.
it. Oh god, I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm so
I love the Peggy system. I do. I love it. It's hilarious.
I mean,
It's
it
like
doesn't
the
even mean anything,
expanded-
does it?
No one really cares about it. All these systems are here to keep them. They keep the big players from being sued. That's it. Realistically, no one understands the rating system, and the people who do get this shit, it's just designed for them.
So I think
The same
one time they
people
had the national rating system.
Yeah, I know. But again, this is the same people who drop a hot pickle on their crotch and decide to sue people. Same people who say the coffee's too fucking hot. Same people, end up gluing.
Hold up, Rogue. Did you just say blasphemy right there? The coffee is too hot?
Apparently, yeah.
No, that's not a thing. There's no
The
such thing
cheese
as
is
too
old
hot
and
coffee.
moldy.
Yeah.
Cheese is mold.
No, the cheese is old and moldy. Can you tell me where the bathroom is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know what that is from?
No.
When's the time? No. Winslow. Rating systems are to stop lawsuits. No. Okay, listen.
Well,
Lawsuits will
technically, he's
happen
not
regardless. Look at the lady with the fucking Gorilla Glue hair.
Actually, she never. No. She never sued.
Yeah.
Oh, she ended up not suing because
she doesn't know where that started, and she ended it. She said, "I'm not suing them." Period.
Oh, that's good. Well, at least she was smart enough not to do that.
But again, she was very upset on trying to figure where that fucking rumor started.
Okay.
So she never sued. There was never any idea for her to actually sue them. All she wanted was her hair back. That was it.
Don't put Gorilla Glue in your hair.
You know what?
So she didn't even. On top of that, it was a dumb mistake. She'll admit it. She thought it was a quick fix.
How? What? No.
Her words.
I will give her the benefit of the doubt. She's a smarter woman than I thought she was.
No, she's not. She put Gorilla Glue in her hair.
No, she was going to sue them. That would have actually made her stupider, honestly.
But again,
but she was smart enough not to sue.
Yeah.
So,
even though she bitched and complained at that fucking HR department, yeah, it's. You know what? I guarantee this is what happened.
All she's done was went on her actual multi-website or her social media and say, "Do not put Gorilla Glue in your hair." That's all she's done.
She made videos bitching and complaining about the HR department and the descriptors that they had on the fucking bottle, and the indication that there was stated and suggested she was going to. She probably got BTFO'd so bad and realized, oh yeah, I really did fuck up and that's my fault. She didn't.
Either way.
Hello.
Who do we got here now?
We have Tanya.
Tanya?
Yes.
Okay, Tanya. All right. How you doing, Tanya?
Oh, fairly well. I figured, I'd come in here and bother Sparky.
That's what we do.
Bother me? You're not gonna bother me.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I think Rogue would bother me more than you would.
I do that on a daily if I can. Yeah. When I can. Right now, I have more fun abusing Ben at the moment.
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the fucking thing to come out. Somebody used Gorilla Glue as a lubricant.
That no.
Hey,
fuck
hey,
you, that-
no, Sparky, think about it. You'll stay hard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
Hey, hey, you know what else? You know what else? You might just be forever connected with your loved one.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it! Where's Ben when we need her in here?
Again, she is dealing with the computer taking apart. Apparently, we're on speakers, so.
You know, at least Pin's not doing what I did. Had Sparky on a voice call while I'm trying to while I was trying to build a computer.
No, that's kind of what I'm kind of doing. Anyways, Gorilla Glue, fixing connections since.
Oh God!
It's
damn
too
it.
late.
I knew she'd get one.
The moment's gone by, Pin.
Well,
It's
I
not-
mean,
Like I
it's
said,
not over yet.
oh God!
Right.
Make divorce harder.
Hey, Pen, just fix your shit and then get back to your regular computer because you're echoing as fucking tinny.
Oh,
Just
Whatever.
glad to get it. Yeah.
Make her stick to you like glue.
Like Gorilla Glue.
Isn't that an actual phrase about sticking together with your loved one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be it Sparky, you put the term "till death do us part" to the truest sense of the word.
I'm not
You know
that
what?
stupid.
Before we get blamed for this because we brought it up now, we do not condone the use of Gorilla Glue for sexual acts. Please don't do it. If you are,
But
you're
we
a
do
fucking
find it
moron.
funny.
Oh, we do find
Look-
it absolutely fucking hilarious.
Look, if you want to be stupid and you want to make someone laugh, do it.
Yep, do it.
No, there's the disclaimer I would use. If you're gonna use any product, read the descriptions of the product and what it is used for before you use it. I am not responsible for your own stupidity.
Oh,
Make us laugh.
no, you just said, yeah, now you are.
Yep. You're expecting to be able to read.
Yep. Yep, Sparky, you fucked up.
And I know that is too much asked for most people these days.
I know. I mean, dear God, Sparky.
Remember, you're allowed to be retarded and brag about it now.
You're also allowed to be illiterate and brag about it.
Yeah.
This is why I support Darwinism.
That's why a lot of people support Darwinism.
Yep.
I disagree. Really, it's a really good support system there, Wesley. Really
You
good
disagree
support.
with us there,
Yeah.
Wesley? Oh well.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off now. My headset just died on me, and
Well, yeah,
I do
we have
I
been
do
talking
have
for
some
a
other
bit, right?
things to do
Yep.
today. So today was a early stream and a short stream, but it was a stream.
It was a stream, and in the process, I was able to get a few things done. I still have to figure out there was another thing that we talked about, so I don't know. Wesley may have to remind me later what the other phrase we were supposed to put on a T-shirt. I forget, so there's that. I might have to look in the back quarters.
Hashtag confetti cannon.
Ooh,
Ooh, there we go. Pen wants to see your confetti cannon.
before she dies.
Nah. Oh, I could hear her screaming in my head right now.
She tried, but her phone won't let her.
I know.
Have a shocking time with Sparky on Re-Caffeinated.
Yeah.
Yo.
That if we have the clips. Thank you, ladies and gents. I am Rogue. Those are everybody else. Like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever else Sparky demands you to do, and as usual, get the fuck out of here and have fun.
Yep, have fun, everyone. Have a good night.
Hit button, Sparky.
Oh my